In this screencast, we will look at the quick install and run the test suites for the MEANR full stack. Here's some screenshots of the application running on our local machine. Homepage, sign in, list articles, create an article, edit an article. So we'll begin by heading over to the homepage at GitHub for the MEANR full stack, and we'll scroll down a little to the quick install instructions. So the requirements are Node is installed with a running instance of MongoDB and RedisDB. We'll begin by installing some Node dependencies. First, with npm we need grunt CLI and boa or bower. Okay, next up we'll clone the Git repository and cd into the working directory. So the next step is optional, but it's good practice. We'll install Git flow branching strategy. Here we can just go with all the defaults, and you can see that drops us in onto the development branch, which is where we should do most of our work. Next up, we'll install our Node backend dependencies with npm install. Next up, we'll install our front-end dependencies with bower. Run bower install. With our front-end dependencies met, next up we'll copy all the example configuration files into place with grunt task, grunt init. 11 files copied. Next up, we can start the server, grunt serve. And then we can open a browser and go to localhost 3000. There we are, fired up. So we have our sign in and sign up pages, and there is no articles yet. First, but we'll proceed and we'll move straight into running the test suites. So we'll have a quick look at the directory. Here is our test directory inside the MEANR full stack source. We have unit tests, Angular tests, some database fixtures we'll use coming up, some end-to-end tests, and some API tests. So we'll start with the Mocha tests, running grunt test. .43 tests passing. Next up, we'll run our Angular tests. Oops. This fires up Phantom.js. 31 passing tests. We'll do our JavaScript linting with grunt.js hint. 55 files lint free. Alright, so the API tests have a database dependency. We need to have a user account. So we'll use the user account from the fixtures, test fixtures db users.json, and here's the Mongo import command, which I have here. Okay. Now we can run npm tests. .13 passing tests. Next up, we'll run our end-to-end tests. We have some dependencies here to install. We'll start with npm install global protractor. Okay, with protractor installed, next up we need to install the WebDriver Selenium server, and we'll do that with WebDriver Manager update. Okay, so with Selenium and Chrome driver now installed, we can start Selenium server. and then we'll need another terminal to fire up the tests with grunt E2E. It takes a few moments for Selenium to spark up. Alright, with Selenium all started, we can run grunt E2E, and this is going to open up a Chrome browser and run some automated tests. Sign in, create an article, edit an article, delete an article. 8 tests, 15 assertions, 0 failures. So we can go back now to the application and sign in with that account we created, net@citizen.com, ABCDEF. Oops, my media query there is not good at 800 by 600. We'll create an article, test article, test content, create, edit, test article 101, list, edit, delete. There you go. Thanks for watching.